Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Office Kitchen on the road here in beautiful Philadelphia. So I just finished at the gym, a block away from where I'm staying. Believe it or not, I lived, you're going to hear this a lot on this trip because I had 11 different apartments in 10 years. So I lived a block away there. That would have been so convenient if my gym was a block away. Anyway, I'm going to Giant. It's a supermarket here on the corner of Broad and Spring Garden. This is Spring Garden Street. I always like the name of this. What a nice name that is, Spring Garden. Alright, I'm just going to pick up a few things at Giant and then go to lunch. We're having Thai food today. Alright, well, the lesson here is same country, same language, and it's still confusing. So, Giant. I have this app on my phone, which I've had for, let's see, last year, 3 years now. Because the year before I stayed right up like a block or two up the other way. I've had this app on my phone, Giant app. I think I may have tried to use it and maybe it didn't work. I don't remember. So today I went through the whole thing, scanned the app because I bought some coffee with a pretty significant discount. I don't know if I got the discount. And then went to pay, finish. Had to call the cashier over. I said, uh-oh, what did I do? She said it didn't scan your app, your card. So I tried again. She said, that's the wrong app. It's the wrong Giant. That's Giant, Delaware County. 10 years I lived here. I never heard of Delaware County. Now it's all over Delco, they call it. Where the fuck is Delco? Anyway, so I showed her the app. She said, no, that one's purple. Ours is red. I said, so it's the same store? No, that's Giant, Delaware County. I'm like, yeah, but it's the same company? No, that's Giant, Delaware County. So you need to tell me that there are two supermarkets called Giant, but they're not related? Very confusing. So I had to create a new account, download the red Giant app, which is good because you know what? I can't find the purple one on my phone. I have to enter, like do a search and it comes up, but I don't know where it is on my phone. So now at least I know where the red one is. Fun, fun, fun. Look, it's the Enquirer. Such a beautiful building. Really is just unrelated to the fact that I work there, because honestly I still kind of have PTSD from working there, but it's one of my favorite buildings in Philadelphia. It was the Philadelphia Enquirer, now it's the Philadelphia Police. They used to decorate it on Christmas. They would hang these blue lights from the tower. It was so pretty. And then I guess that got too expensive to do that. I never made it all the way up to the top. I think that was like whose office was at the top? Editor? The president? And this building across the street is also really pretty. I think when I lived here, it was empty. I think it's apartments now. Right there, that's the Packard building, which was also empty. It's apartments now. This building on the corner, all this on the other side of the street is all new. I was thinking yesterday, So when I lived here, I didn't have a bank account. I used to get my check, and my recollection, it was like $100 every 2 weeks. And we come out here, there was a cash, what is it called? Check cashing truck. There's my Airbnb right there. And they would charge us 10%. So I got $100 and they'd give me 90 back. Is that possible? Anyway, very convenient Airbnb here. A block from the gym, a block from Giant, a couple blocks from Chinatown. The Art Museum, the Barnes Foundation is up that way. It's a really good location. Imagine if I was living here or working there. Go home for lunch. Alright, so I'm going to lunch now. I'm going to go pick up a bike. So they have this great bike share program here in Philly. Let me show you. It's called Indigo. So you just open the app, and it will show you where the nearest stations are. So I'm going to this one, which is, looks like it's at 11th and Wood. You can check to see what's available. So they have 3 classic bikes, 5 electric. There goes one right there. The classic bikes are free for the first 30 minutes. It's $28 a month. So I sign up for $20 for 1 month for $20. And then the first 30 minutes are free. When you get to this station, you select the bike. So I'll show you how we do that when we get there. And then you just find another station and drop it off. It's very easy. Alright, so there's the bike station. 11th and Wood. Let's open up the app. Select the bike. It's 11, 12, or 14. There's 14. Looks decent. I'm going to unlock it. No. Unlock it. This is the button on the dock. Okay. Easy. And we're off. Okay, I'm going to go back up to 12th Street because I think there's a bike lane there. And then I'm going to 12th and Walnut. I think that there is a bike dock right there at 12th and Walnut or very nearby. Alright, we don't really have a bike lane here, but when I lived here there were no such things as bike lanes. And I rode my bike everywhere. The nice thing about Philly, especially Center City, the streets are old and really kind of narrow. It's not the best place to drive. It's very easy to walk. So you don't really get a whole lot of traffic here. This is the convention center that we're passing through. And then the Reading terminal is right up here. These bikes have 3 speeds. That's it. This stretch up here gets a little tricky. Right in front of the Reading terminal, we got tour buses, hop on, hop off, people parking. No helmets here with the bike share. I don't know if they have a helmet at all. All right, taxi, move. These cute little buggies. What are they called? Jalopies. All right, I think I see a bike lane in front of me. Watch out for this taxi. No, no bike lane. I smell marijuana. Yeah, so we got traffic lanes over there. Not sure what this is. And let's see, 12th and Chestnut. I know there's a bike dock on Chestnut. It might be right up here. I just can't see it. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to dock the bike. Well, this station's full. It's good for the ride home. Alright, I just want to make sure you hear that beep. And then I should get a ding on my phone. So this is 12th and Chestnut. I'm going to 12th and Walnut. Oh, there's a bike dock right here. Well, that's good to know. 12th and Walnut. Alright, so I'm looking for Dara Thai. I stayed in this building once, Airbnb. Nicest Airbnb. It was huge, windows, really amazing view. There it is, Dara Thai. The light's not on. Are they open? Yeah. They changed the lunch special. It was what I saw online, $16. So the lunch special is basically anything on the menu, the price that you see. But with lunch, you can get a mix out, a spring roll, or a giant pancake. So I'm getting what I originally was going to get, Thai fried rice with beef. It's about $70 plus. I thought, wow, that's a good deal. I can get crab fried rice for $16. She said, no, that's $32. And I said, oh, wait a minute. So only that one is not the lunch special? She said, no, everything's the lunch special. We're doing this in English, folks. So anything is the lunch special. It's just the price that you see on the menu. But you get a mixed salad, a spring roll, or a chive pancake. All right, times are tough, folks. All right, I asked for a scallion pancake. It looks like I got that. And a salad. It's not what I was thinking of. I've never had anything like that. All right, beef fried rice. I asked for some chili flakes. A real Thai restaurant would have given me a spoon because Thais eat with their spoon and then use the fork to push the food onto the spoon. And in a Thai restaurant, you'd also get a little caddy with fish sauce, chili, different condiments to kind of. Ooh. All right, well that was good. Dara Thai. I couldn't finish it. I'm still out of it, you know. Only 3 hours difference. But 3 hours. So I'm like eating lunch at 9 a.m. my time. My stomach is saying, "Oh, what are you doing?" Alright, so I'm going to end this video here. Gotta walk to the ready terminal, it's probably crazy. And then go back and take a nap. So that's it for today. See you later. Bye.